In the scriptural narratives of the Last Supper, we see Simon Peter insisting that he will never abandon Jesus, that he will always be faithful. And in response, Jesus says, "You will deny me 3 times before the cock crows." We know that Judas abandons Jesus and betrays him, and yet we can say, I think, that Simon Peter's betrayal is just as painful, just as deadly. That Jesus entrusted so much to Simon Peter, and in the end, Simon denies even knowing who Jesus is. So we have Judas' betrayal, we have Simon Peter's betrayal. They both hand over Christ, in a sense. And yet, what's the difference? Simon never gave up hope. He never gave up hope on the possibility of forgiveness. So the greatest thing we can do when we fall into sin is to dare to hope in the mercy of God, that he will come to us, stoop over us, pick us up, forgive us, heal us, and bless us. The worst thing we can do is to fall into despair. And so when we face our own betrayals of sin, we can never, ever feel so low or so unforgivable that we give up on the mercy of Jesus. And that's the power of confession. That's why it's important to me that our churches have remained open in these weeks so that people can still go to confession, still hear those words of absolution, still feel the healing calm of Christ's forgiveness that comes to us in the power of that sacrament. When we fall, when we sin, when we betray, when we hand over, there's always hope because we can go back to the Lord like Simon Peter. And when Jesus asks us, "Simon, do you love me?" we can say along with Peter, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." And then we're given the commission to pass on that reconciliation.